My name is Cassandra. I am a biologist with a background in conservation biology and botany. At the moment, I am working at the Canadian Museum of Nature at the National Herbarium of Canada as a technician for the collection. I am also an amateur bryologist, which means I study, observe, collect, and identify mosses, liverworts, these tiny plants that grow on rocks and pretty much everywhere. That sort of got me into the hobby where I did microscopic illustrations. This is the book that I had done illustrations for. I was just a student helping out in the herbarium, and my supervisor asked, like, hey, do you know how to draw by any chance? Because we're looking for someone to do illustrations of mosses and liverworts for a publication. And I was like, okay, well, that sounds really fun. That involved doing microscopic illustrations. I use a drawing arm, which is an attachment onto a microscope that has mirrors and lenses that allow you to see your hand at the same time as you see the specimen in real time, which means that you can essentially trace the specimen. So that was mostly what I did. And it was really fun just to be able to create something that shows off how attractive and charismatic some of these plants can be in a way that's accurate and sort of representative of them. I am in a band with other biology grad students. We are called Marginally Significant. We play a little bit Canadiana, a little bit indie folk rock, a good smattering of just whatever we decide is a fun song. I also sing in a choir at work. Our museum has its own choir that we started with a bunch of employees who really like to sing, decided to start a choir. So I am a soprano in that choir as well. My hobby of going for nature walks, really, that's just sanity. It's a lot easier for me to feel like everything's going to be okay if I'm outside. I think because nature doesn't care what you're doing there or why or how you do it. It's just doing its own thing. And it's looking great while it's doing it. I sort of always looked up to those people who could just walk outside and say, oh, that's that kind of dragonfly, and oh, that's that kind of grass. And I like to have some sort of way to get people to protect the environment. One way to do that is to get people to care. One way that we get people to care about nature is to get people feeling like they're familiar with the different types of life that they see. That's something that I try to do. I just try to be fueled by my own enthusiasm and hope that that's enough. Some of my hobbies I would consider doing professionally. Others, the reason they're fun is because I don't do them professionally. It's hard when these two facts are true. The first is what the world needs is more passionate people. So if you want to make a difference in the world, you should do something you're passionate about. But on the other hand, the easiest way to ruin something you love is to do it for pay. Having creative hobbies keeps you in that sort of open mode. Ask sort of higher level questions, be more curious. And as a scientist, that's extremely important. I think I would need hobbies no matter what I was doing. I'm the kind of person that needs a lot of different perspectives. I can't be pigeonholed too much into doing any one thing because my brain would just try to drift out of that tunnel. If I have creative outlets, it keeps me grounded in more than just one aspect of the human experience, you know?